When you get open ear earbuds, there's something that's always off with them. Either the sound is not nice, or let's say the general build feels, somehow. But I've tested a lot of open ear earbuds in the past, and I've also tested a couple of Baseus open ear earbuds in the past, like the MC1 Pro and the Baseus BC1. But with the MC2, I can tell you that Baseus is definitely up to something here. So do well to watch to the end of the video to find out if this is the perfect open ear earbuds for you in 2026 on a budget. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at the Baseus MC1. This is an open ear earbuds from Baseus, and I'm really excited to actually show you what this one has to offer. Without wasting much time, let's get to what's in the box. Now in the box, you don't really get that much. You just get your regular Baseus earbuds with a case. This one actually looks very nice, but we'll get to that in the design. You get the owner's manual, you get a couple of ear cushions, and a USB Type-C charging cable. And for a fact, I always say Baseus kind of delivers quality, Type-C cables actually feel very, very nice. Let's head on to the design. Now, when it comes to the design of this earbud, it's actually my favorite. Now, this earbud actually caught my eyes immediately I actually unboxed this. Now, this earbud looks very good. The design generally feels steady enough, and I like the fact that this one comes with ear cushions. Now basically most open ear earbuds don't come with this ear cushion. It's just direct plastic, and most of the time it tends to irritate your ears. But Baseus were actually considerate when they were making this one. Now you can basically take this ear cushion off and replace it with either of these. As you can see, they're actually made to like fit your ear depending on the kind of ear you have. You have like a small ear, you have like a big ear. Like I said, Baseus was kind of considerate. Now what actually caught my attention is this material right here. Now basically I don't know what this material is, but I can say maybe it's kind of plastic, or should I say premium. It has this glass kind of feeling. Now basically the inscriptions right there just gives it like a distinction. Now if you want to compare with like the MC1, or should I say the Baseus BC1, this one kind of looks very, very premium. It feels premium, and I feel as if it's kind of durable compared to the others. Now basically the spring is very, very responsive. It can fit at to any ear size possible. There's no how your ear can be bigger than this. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, but the design of our actually gives a very, very premium feeling. I like this, how this one was actually finished. I like the fact that they use multiple materials and how durable this one actually feels. But Baseus always gives us, this big, should I say, back, but I don't really want to talk about that because it's actually common on all their open ear earbuds. But for a fact, I feel as if they can do more by reducing this. But the other side, the design of this earbud is very, very nice. It looks very, very good, and it can fit in the ear very, very easily. So basically this one is for my right ear, and this is my right ear, so it fits like this, as you can see. And it looks unique, you understand? Now basically I've used a lot of open ear earbuds. I'm not a fan of what Anker had to offer. Should I say sound pits are good, and you also kind of compare with QCY. But when it comes to Baseus, considering the fact that these earbuds are not that expensive, they're kind of like in the budget range, Baseus is going to do something with these designs, because I also tested what's the name of that one, the Baseus BS1 as of recent, and trust me, they are kind of stepping it up with their looks. So when it comes to the looks and the design of these earbuds, I like how this one looks, and I'm a big fan of it. Now let's talk about the case. Now basically the case is still as big as what you get on other Baseus earbuds. The case can be compared to the MC1 Pro and also the Baseus BC1. The case is kind of durable. I've not noticed any scratch on this particular case, but on the Baseus BS1 I actually noticed a lot of scratch on it, although that earbud kind of turned into my daily driver. But while I was testing this one, the case still looks very, very good. The case is very, very durable. I like the fact that it just clips in like that, and you can basically take the case anywhere. But for a fact, I can tell you that these cases on the open ear earbuds when it comes to Baseus are getting big, should I say. Although it still feels very well on the hand, you can put it in your pocket and move with it, but it's kind of getting big, and I don't really want to say, but it's kind of getting big. But it's still good for anybody. It's not as if it's something that would disturb you in the future. So yes, the case still makes sense. But with that, let's head on to the sound quality. Now when it comes to the sound quality of these earbuds, this is something that actually makes sense. Now basically open ear earbuds are known to not deliver the best of sound quality. Like their sound quality it's kind of terrible, yeah. But when it comes to Baseus, like I said earlier, I've tested a bunch of open ear earbuds, and when I tested the Baseus BC1, it was kind of interesting. Now with the Bass MC2, the sound quality on this one is premium. You get very punchy bars, you get clear vocals, the tremble makes sense, everything just aligns perfectly, and that was why I was kind of chilled, because for an open ear earbud you don't really get all these things in an open ear earbuds. This shows you that Baseus is kind of like taking their products to another level. So basically the MC2 has this premium sound quality. You can actually customize it via the app. I like the fact that I could listen to basically any, should I say, Afrobeat songs, because I'm kind of a fan of Afrobeat. I'm actually a fan of Afrobeat, but I also listen to other genres, you know. But the sound quality is top notch on this earbuds. You get like the absolute best, but I would not really hype it up to that level, you know what I mean, because open ear earbuds are still kind of limited. You can hear, you know, noise, and those noise tend to interfere with what you get, but this one is at the upper echelon when it comes to the sound. Now basically I like the sound of this one. It does not really come with anything special. It just comes with, you know, the bass boost. You can actually customize and other stuff, but it does not come with any other special stuff like that. So yes, this one actually makes sense as regards the sound quality, so it's kind of top notch. So the next thing we're looking at is the fit and comfort. Now basically open ear earbuds are designed with fit and comfort in mind, considering the fact that, you know, in-ear earbuds tend to disrupt your ears and maybe cause, like, you know, should I say, damages and stuff like that. But when it comes to the fit and comfort of these earbuds, Baseus were actually on top of it. Now basically I can say this is one of the first earbuds I've seen with ear cushions, detachable-esque ear cushions, rather one of the first open ear earbuds I've seen with detachable ear cushions. Now basically this one can fit any ear option. It was actually great when I was using it to walk around you know, the environment. You can have this one on your ears for longer periods of time without it causing, you know, irritation and stuff like that. And when it comes to this open ear design of a thing, this just makes sense. Now basically the ear cushions are, you know, designed per size, although I did not open mine because the ear cushions, the Folocom ear cushions, are very okay for me. But let's just open it real quick. Now the air cushions are actually designed by size, and by this one I just opened, you can tell that this is the bigger size. Yeah, this is the bigger size. And let me open this other one right now real quick. Okay, this is medium size. So basically the size I have on the earbuds right now are the small size, this is the medium size, and this is the bigger size. So depending on your ear, you can just choose the one that works better with you. But like I said earlier, this is one of the first open ear earbuds I've tested that actually comes with ear cushions. So that was very considerate of Baseus, because like the Baseus BS1 and the MC1 Pro, they did not come with detachable air cushions. Although the MC1 came with something like this, but it's not detachable. It was just there to like cushion, you know, your ear from like irritation and stuff like that. But the BC1 rather came with pure plastic, so this is very considerable. As regards fit and comfort, you get top notch, you know, fit and comfort. You can use this one to do anything. You can use it to run, you can use it to, you know, work out. So if you're looking for open ear earbuds that actually make sense when it comes to workouts, then the Baseus MC2 is actually very nice. So as regards fit and comfort, this is very good. Now let's talk about its Bluetooth and connectivity. So basically when it comes to its Bluetooth and connectivity, this one comes equipped with Bluetooth 6.0, and that's kind of standard when it comes to earbuds, or let's say devices as of today. Now basically this Bluetooth was top notch. First try, seamless connection. It did not have any breaks. I've not actually experienced any breaks, and this one can do about 10 meters. Now basically 10 meters is the best you can get on most earbuds as of today, but 10 meters is enough. Now basically I did not have to carry my phone wherever I was going. The range was perfect and everything just made absolute sense. So yes, when it comes to the Bluetooth connectivity, this one makes sense, and this one also supports multi-point connectivity. Now basically you can use two devices at once on this earbud, like your iPad, or let's say your phone and your laptop. You can connect them simultaneously and use them at once on this earbud. So that one makes absolute sense, and it's also kind of standard as of today. Now it also comes with low latency mode, and what this one does is that if you're the kind of person that games online, this one helps you to reduce the audio lag when you're gaming. So yes, it makes absolute sense, and I'm a fan of its Bluetooth and connectivity. Now let's talk about its battery life. Now basically the Baseus actually brags about 55 hours of battery life, but when it comes to battery life, I don't do what, you know, the brand brags about. I do real life testing. Now basically the battery life on these earbuds were very nice. Now I tested this one for about 3 weeks. I only had to charge it for about 2 times, and I actually used it very well. So basically, when it comes to the battery life of these earbuds perform perfectly. You can actually use this one for longer periods of time without having, to charge it or worry about the battery dying out. And yes, it makes absolute sense. And also, if you charge this one for 10 minutes, you can get about 2 hours of playtime. So yes, it makes absolute sense. So let's say you're in a hurry or you're in your car and you need a quick charge. So before you get to your office or you get to the location at which you're going to, you can actually just run a 10 minutes charge and you're okay for the day. So yes, when it comes to the batteries, this one makes absolute sense, and I'm a fan of its battery. Now let's talk about noise reduction. Now basically, when it comes to noise reduction, this can be a problem when you are using open ear earbuds, but this one actually makes sense. Now basically, if you're kind of like in the metro, or let's say you're in a noisy environment, this earbud does its best to kind of like filter the background noise. You can actually listen to music confidently without actually listening to the background noise, because I don't know how it does it, but it was kind of loud outside, and yes, the background noise was not that of a problem. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm not saying it has like noise cancelling or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you that for a fact, the background noise reduction on this one goes a long way, and I actually enjoyed the fact that I was able to use these earbuds in very noisy environments compared to other open earbuds I've tested in a while. So yes, when it comes to the background noise reduction, this earbuds is actually good as regards to that aspect. So the next thing we're looking at is the call and media playback. And when it comes to the call and media playback, these earbuds were exceptional. Now basically, Baseus actually equipped this one with AI voice isolation technology. And what this one does is that if you're on a call, let's say you're recording a voice note, it can actually reduce the background noise for you so that your voice can be clearer and the person on the other end can hear what you're saying. Now basically, I actually enjoyed using this one to make calls even in noisy environment. And what we'll do is that I'll just do a quick microphone test for you to judge if it's good for you. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. And I have my phone here, and all I just need to do is click on this. I'm currently recording using the microphone of the Baseus Bowie MC2. Now, basically, like I said earlier, the microphones of this one makes absolute sense. I never had any issue with anybody hearing me on the other end. I actually feel as if it's one of the, good microphones you can get in an open ear earbud as of today. So it comes with this AI technology, like I mentioned earlier, and we'll just do a quick recording for 1 minute. And what we'll do is that we'll just attach this audio, to the video for it to judge if it's okay for you and to see if it actually makes sense. So yeah, I already know what to say any longer whenever I do this, voice microphone test and stuff like that. We already have 45 seconds, so 20 seconds to get done. Yeah, at 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. So basically, I will just attach this to the video for you to judge if it's okay or if it's not good enough for you. Well, like I said earlier, I actually enjoyed using this particular one. So yes, the call quality on this one was very nice, and you can basically hear what everybody's or whatever the person on the other end is saying. Like I mentioned earlier, this one tends to reduce the background noise a little bit. So yes, it makes absolute sense. But when it comes to the media playback, that one too is also very good, topic to talk about. Now basically, whenever you're watching Netflix or YouTube, you don't get crack in the audio, and that is something I love about this earbuds. You get very clear audio, you don't get breaks, you get seamless experience even if you are watching for longer hours. So yes, the media playback on this one makes absolute sense. So now let's talk about the app functionalities and basically the button controls. Now basically, you get the standard Baseus app, and you can just download that from your app store and any other place, and you get buttons instead of touch controls. Now basically, I'm not a fan of touch controls. Instead, I actually use buttons. This is the app. I actually use buttons. I prefer buttons to anything. Like, I prefer buttons to touch controls, and Baseus has been kind enough to add buttons on all their open ear earbuds. Every single one I've tested comes with buttons instead of touch controls. Basically, let's log into the Baseus Bowie MC2, and we have the EQ mode. And what this one does is that it basically you use it to like customize the sound to what you want. It comes to the Baseus Classic and every other stuff. You have the low latency mode, and what this one does is either turn on the low latency mode or turn it off. You have the sound settings, and here you can actually activate your bass boost and every other stuff like LDAC, left and right channel balance, and call enhancement. Actually have call enhancement turned on. They also have the gesture settings, and what this one does is that you can customize your gesture control, rather your button controls. Now basically the basic option: tap to pause, double tap to next, triple tap to previous, tap and hold for volume down. Then when it comes to call, tap to answer or end the call, then tap and hold to decline the call. So basically this is the one for the left. Then on the right is just in the other way, simultaneous. Tap to pause and play, double tap for next, triple tap for previous, tap and hold to increase the volume, tap to end or answer a call, and tap and hold to decline a call. And basically you can customize this to whatever you like, and that one is pretty standard on most earbuds as of today. The last thing we have here is just dual device connection, so you can either turn this on or turn it off. It's just an extra option for you. So when it comes to the app and button controls on these earbuds, they actually make absolute sense and I love them. So basically let's just do a quick comparison with the MC1 Pro and the Baseus BC1 to see if this is the best pick, or let's see a perfect pick. So with me here is the Baseus MC1 Pro, the Baseus BC1, and the Baseus Bowie MC2. Now basically let's just do a quick comparison with three of them because I actually like all of them, and let's see what's better. Now basically, like I said earlier, all of them come with button controls. They don't come with touch controls. So that is a no-brainer. I don't have to pick when as regards that. But when it comes to the design, I wouldn't lie to you, the MC1 Pro still looks very, very, very good. Actually, I like them. The only reason they kind of like don't tick it off for me is the fact that they don't have detachable ear cushions. You understand? This one is just fixed, you cannot detach it. But when it comes to the Baseus BC1, this one is just made out of complete plastic, so this one is way below. But this one has detachable like air cushions, so that is why as regards design, it's like #1 for me. But the MC1 still looks very nice. I like this this glass frame around here. I think they were trying to copy that, and that was why they did this on the Baseus Bowie MC2. But regardless, all of them still look very nice. I like how these two look. This one does not look that much, but compared to its peers on its price range, it was actually above its peers. But when it comes to the looks, these two look very good, but I'll still pick the Baseus Bowie MC2 because of the fact that it has detachable air loops and the fact that it's, should I say, a little bit comfortable compared to the MC1. But when it comes to the sound, I won't lie to you, this actually sounds way better than anything the MC1 Pro or the Baseus BC1 has to offer. The sound on this is more balanced, it's a little bit louder, and I like the fact that its sound profile just makes sense. So when it comes to the sound quality, I'll pick this. As regards the battery, Baseus has been known for making very good batteries as regards all their stuff. So yes, the battery on all of them is good. But let's talk about the case. Now when it comes to the case, like I said earlier, Baseus makes big cases as regards their open ear earbuds, but this is way lighter than this and even this. So yes, the case of the MC2 is way lighter than this, so it's like a significant improvement from the MC1 Pro, although this one actually feels a little bit, durable, more durable than what this has to offer. This one feels a little bit strong compared to this. I like the shiny stuff that Baseus always uses in their open ear earbuds, but this one does not have, because this one is complete plastic. So when it comes to the case, the MC2 actually takes it as regards the case. The general comfortability, I would actually give it to the MC2 because of the fact that the air cushions surround the whole tip compared to this one that is just only one part. I don't know if you understand. So generally, I won't lie to you, I'll still pick the MC2 over what the MC1 Pro and the Baseus BS1 has to offer. So yeah, it makes sense. So should you buy the Baseus Bowie MC2? Now basically this is actually one of the best open ear earbuds I've used in a while. I like the fact that they're very comfortable and the sound profile. These are the two major things that actually cut it off for me. I actually prefer this over what Baseus has offered in the past, and trust me, you would actually enjoy using this one if you're a fan of open ear earbuds. For the price, this one goes for $77, so yes, it's still in the budget range compared to its peers, because this is like the top that Baseus has to offer. But I can say they actually have a lot of other cheaper, you know, open ear earbuds like this guy here. This one goes for around $20. That is like $50 different. So if you can afford this, you can go for the Baseus BC1 on the other end. But this is a very nice earbuds. The sound profile is very nice, the design is very steady, and the earbuds generally is top notch. So if you have $77 to spare, then this is the best pick for you. As regards everything else, I actually love this particular earbuds. So if you're in the market for an open earbuds that's on a budget and sounds very good, then the Baseus Bowie MC2 is the right option for you to pick. If you like this video, do want to like, comment, and also tell me what you think about these earbuds and which comparison you'll be waiting to see in the future. My name is Zeus, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.